Thank you all for coming here. I'm very happy to be in Japan again. It's the second time now. And I hope that I can inspire you a little bit with my lecture. I have done stage magic years ago, and I did it again years ago. And I would like to show you a trick with which I opened a manipulation operator. But I have no text. This was two very beautiful music. So you must imagine the music. This is the effect. Parts. Spanish. Now, this was what I used to open it with. You like the trick? Oh, you do? Well, that's nice that you like it. But if I'm honest with you, I don't like it very much. It's a little bit the magic I don't like. And I will try to explain why, because I try to see what audiences feel and think when they see me. Now, what is there for the audience to see? They see a guy on the stage. And he has something comes out, and this turns to be playing cards. And the magician makes the box vanish. Why? Nobody knows. Well, okay, maybe there is a reason for it, we don't know, but anyhow. Then the magician makes the box come back. So he makes it first vanish to make it come back again. It's quite strange. Anyhow, then he takes the cards out again, and he makes the box and the cards change places. But then he could just as well have taken the cards out of the box with his hand. Okay, the box is placed away to make it come back again. The magician really doesn't know what he wants to do. The only reason you can think of why the magician is doing this is to show that he's capable of doing it. And I don't think that that is what the audience really wants to see. That I can do something they cannot do. And there must be something else for the audience, I think, to see. If you go to the theater, every day some theaters are filled with people. And they see a show with no magic tricks. And yet they pay good money for it. So there must be something else. And in the theater you see conflicts between other people, two people. And emotions. And this you can put into magic also. And it will become much more interesting. I will try to illustrate. Okay, so we have some cards here. And something totally different.
今回はお客さんが見ることは全然違う。
Now they've seen how I react to this box doing things to me.
彼のリアクションは全然違う。
For instance, I don't make the box vanish in a way when I take the cards out. I have the box and I don't know where to put it.
箱を消すんじゃなくて、どこに置くばいいかって分からないという演技を作る。
And this is something we almost have every day in our
毎
own
日
life.
こういうふうにやりますね。
And normally you would just place it
実は
somewhere.
そのどっかを置いていく。
But a real magician, oh well, he would make it vanish.
しかし本当のマジシャンはもうただ消すことができる。
But I don't do like, look what I've done here, you know.
見てじゃなくて、
I just got rid of the cards.
もう捨てましたっていう。
And I don't make the box come back. No, it just comes back.
マジック的に戻ります。
Well, it should be there, no? Okay. And then this time the box comes back again here. I'm very afraid of the box now.
今回ちょっと怖くなっちゃうね。なぜかね、変なことになっちゃう。
So there is a lot to see how I feel and how I react to the situation. And this is, you can do it very easily with conflict situations. You can build these things and you can show emotions when you have a conflict. If you have no conflict, it's much more difficult. Anyhow, it's one way to make magic more interesting. And I think it's a very good way to make magic more interesting.
こういうふうにやると、マジックはもっともっと楽しく、もっともっと面白い見せる方法があるんですね。こういうふうにやる。
The least important part, how it is done.
一番大切じゃないところは、ネタです。
With half a deck of cards, which is double face cards.
ですね、半分のトランプで、ダブルフェイス。
And the back of a playing card case.
そしてプレインカードケースの裏側です。
You put the elastic band around it.
で、ゴムバンドをつけて。
And the other half.
他の半分は
The front card is a flat card like this.
こっちの分はね、フラットがついてます。
And there is a piece of metal here.
そして鉄が入ってますね。
The right angle.
99
And then you have half a deck, and the last card has also a piece of metal here.
それも鉄がついてますね。
It's very simple. When you take out the cards, you turn over the flap automatically.
トランプを出すときには鉄を出して。
And the vanish is a standard vanish where you take the
普通のバニッシュの
like this.
スタイルですね。
When you close it again, you just turn over the flap, and it is back again. Now you can take out the cards again.
もう一回やるんですよ。
This time you let the elastic fly away.
今度はエラスティックゴムバンドそのまま捨てて。
And you do two things at the same time.
2つのことを同じ時にやります。
This you hold in your fist like this.
こういうふうに持ちます。
And you can make a one-handed card.
で、一つワンハンド。
So when you turn it like this, it changes to a fan of cards. And this card, here is the metal, and here is metal, so you can close it. And then you turn over the flap, turn this to the audience, and they can see the box. So you do this at the same time, you get this situation, and here you have the box, you throw this into whatever box or something. When you turn this over and you do it this way, they can see the box again. Now you take the loose cards. And that's why it's double face cards, yes? Always cards come out, and this you put away.
Double face card はいつも使うはず。
You can continue.
必ずフェイスが見せます。
So clear?
それだけ。何か質問ありますか？
Please. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them now.
あればどうぞどんどん聞いてください。
Because tomorrow I will be in Tokyo.
明日東京にいますから。
これねレクチャーノートがありましてね、マジックランドで今日持ってこなかったんですが、マジックランドでありますんで、もし興味があって 後で作ろうって思われた方はレクチャーノートを後からします。
Oh, have you ever seen a card trick with less than one playing card?
カードトリックが1枚以上
I'll show it to you.
の聞いたことありますか？
It's a card trick with 3/4 playing card.
4分の3
And if you have 3/4 playing card and you tear it into 3 pieces,
3回3枚あります。
and you take these 3 pieces and you blow, it's restored. Except, of course,
もちろん
for this little piece here, but it fits
最後のと
exactly.
ころがちょうど当たります。
Sometimes people want me to restore the last piece to the card as well, like this.
最後のところをこう直してほしいと。
It would be really good if I could do
これ
that.
はできれば本当にいいと思いますけど、
I think it's not all that bad.
どうですか？
This is a trick of Paul Harris from his book Super Magic.
ポール・ハレスさんのスーパーマジックブックからこのマジック
But I've made a few changes.
しかし少し変わった方法で
It's a very good method to restore, torn and restore a playing card with just one card.
1枚だけ使おうマジック
So you have the 3/4 playing card and this piece you put in your pocket,
この準備
the palm.
フォロー
And then you pretend to tear the card, but actually you fold the card.
破るんじゃなくて本当に畳むだけ
Like when I do this, it's folded now to the back. Just have it this way. Let go of this piece and hold this loose piece here and pretend to tear. Do the same thing with this piece. Fold it this way and open out the loose piece. And we can show the pieces. Now to show that this is 3 pieces, this is what I've changed.
この3枚を見せるの場合は
You could of course show the pieces like this,
こういう
but
ふうにできるんですけど
since the card is folded like
こうい
this
う
way,
形で畳んであるから
with your thumb
こ
you
のまま
can push this
親指
aside.
を押すと3枚見せます
And it's still one card, but it looks like 2 pieces. Together with this, it really looks like 3 pieces. And to restore it, you hold it here, and this little corner there,
元通りにすると
and if you move your hands like this, it opens automatically. And these fingers come in front of the piece, and the card is restored. And you have this extra piece. You go to your pocket, you search a little bit because you cannot find it so easily,
探すふりにしてね
and you show that it
そして
fits.
温めてるっていう
Now, there is many times people will indeed ask you to restore the last piece.
必ず誰かねこう最後のピースを直してほしいと
And of course, I cannot do that.
もちろんそれできません
So what I used to do is I would give this to someone and say, okay,
昔はこれやったんですけども
if you can restore the last corner
お
to the
客さんに
card,
渡してもしこの最後のピースが元通りに直すことができるんだったら
then I will explain how it is done.
私は全部説明します
So this way I avoid that they ask me to restore the last
そう
piece.
するとお客様は絶対できないからもうね種は大丈夫
You know, they think it's a joke, but it's also my safety.
皆さん冗談と思うんだけど彼のにとってはとても安全なことですね
But I've also thought about really restoring the card.
しかし本当に直すのことを考えまし
Of course, you can switch in another card, but that's a lot of trouble.
たスイッチはできるんですけどめんどくさい
So to restore it, I have used tape.
テープだけサロテープだけ使いまし
Much easier.
たとても簡単です
Now, how to get the tape on the card?
テープのつける方法
I tried several things, but I found finally it's very simple.
一番簡単な方は
You take a playing card, a regular playing card,
その1枚のトランプを持って
and with a knife,
でナイフを
in the back, through half the thickness of the card.
このトランプのですね 半分で2分1のぐらいにこう切ります。
So when you, and over these cuts, you place the tape.
そしてその傷の上にそのセロテープを。
So you take the card out of the pocket, and then when you bend it,
曲がるときには
it will bend underneath the tape.
テープの下に、
And you bend it this way, and then when you tear it, you tear out the corner. It's loose now because it's already torn. But you tear out the corner, and you get this corner with the tape here.
テープがその一枚に、つきます。
And then you can do the same trick with this piece with the tapes. You
同
just
じことさっきと同じことをやります。
tear the card, show the three pieces, and the tape stays hidden. Show it like this, then you take out this piece and you just hold it there. And then when you say how good it would be if you could really restore with your thumbs, you press.
親指で押すだけ。
And you can show the card is
一枚
restored.
ですっていう。
Now, you could do this with transparent tape.
これ普通のセロテープ使うことができる。
And you could show the card to be restored.
そして後ろを見せるね。でお客さんが
In close-up, I don't think it is very good.
クロスアップだったらちょっと良くないと思います。
Because you cannot give the card away. They
渡す
will
こと
find the tape.
渡すことはできません。逆
Um,
に。
and it's not that they want to examine, but they want to touch the miracle.
そのミラクルなんだっけ？奇跡を触りたいと。
So with this tape, it is very obvious. I'm not hiding it, and it's much better because when I put it on the table, they will turn over the card and oh, there is tape. And then I say, sure. What else did you expect? You know, miracles.
それをそのテープをお客さんが見えるんだったらね、すぐ見てあ、これがテープで貼ってあると。そして彼がもちろんこれはマジックですからね、奇跡じゃないからね。
And in this way, people also, it's not only a joke.
冗談だけじゃなくて。
Because when you do all these tricks, it is very easy for people to start thinking that you are like Superman.
こういうマジックやると、皆さんお客さんがじゃあこの人は素晴らしいってスーパーマンかなと思うんですよね。
And this will show them that you are also like a normal
し
person,
かしこれを見るとやっぱり普通の人間っていう形になる。
so that they will forgive you for all these tricks.
そしてすぐ許すことができる。
Good. I don't know if this has ever happened to you.
これはあったことあるかどうかわからないけど、
You go to a party
パーティー行って、
and someone knows you are a magician,
誰かあなたがマジシャンですって知ってるわけ。
and they say, "Can you show us a trick?"
すみません、マジックを見せてくださいますかって言うんですよね。
And then you have nothing with you.
そしてその時何も持ってません。
So you want to borrow cards.
じゃあトランプを貸したいですけど、
There are no cards,
ト
maybe.
ランプはない。
So you borrow a coin.
コインを貸して、
You do a coin trick which you haven't done for 2 years,
コイントリックやって2年前しか練習してない
and
から、
that's about it.
それぐらいですね。
Okay, you think next time this will not happen again.
じゃあ今度はもう絶対こういう失敗ないから、
So the next time you go to the party, you have a thumb tip and a silk here,
パーティーはね、もうサクチップとシルク、
rope and scissors,
紐とハサミ、
decks of cards,
Trump,
coins,
coin.
all kinds of things.
もう
all
あ
of
ち
them.
こちもう重くて、
And you come to the party
パー
and
ティー行って、
nobody asks you to do a trick.
誰もすいません、マジック見せてくださいって言わない。誰も言いたくない。
So you go to someone and you say you want to see a magic trick.
で、自分が誰にマジック見たいですかって聞くんですよ。
And they remember the coin trick of last
そ
time.
して前のまずいコイントリック覚えてる。ですから、
They will say no,
No,
thank
thank
you.
you.
Actually, I think it is not very good to ask people if they want to see magic.
本当は相手にマジック見たいですかって聞くのはあまりいいことではないと思います。
because they want to be nice to you and they don't want to say no.
で、丁寧でね、失礼、悪いこと、悪い、もの言いたくないから、いいえって言いたくないですね。遠慮してるね。
So it's a difficult question, and if they've never seen you perform,
そしてあなたがあなたのマジック見たことないの場合だったら、
they cannot judge your work.
自分いいかどうかわからない。
So how can they know if they want to see it?
だからあなたのマジックは本当に見たいかどうか。
So I think you should do something to illustrate in a very subtle way, yes, that you can do magic.
だから自然の方法でマジックを見せるの方が一番いい。
Oh, it's much better. Now, if they react like you,
そして今みたいにリアクションがあれば、
this is magic.
わあ、これはマジックです。
She says, oh yes, and here I have a deck of cards and I'll show you some more. So this way you can start. But if on the other hand they say, oh, the lighter, it changed to a box of matches.
しかしもし、ライターがマッチがなった。どうしようもない。
In that case,
その場合は、
you take your cigarette,
タバコを捨てて、
put it out in the ashtray,
体に
you take another cigarette,
もう一本のタバコを出して、
and you walk to another group of
次
people,
の皆さんに
and you do the
同
same thing
じこ
again.
とをやります。
And this way,
そうする
until you find some
と、
people.
ね、必ず誰か当たるよ。
So it's a very subtle way to introduce your magic without being too strong about it.
こういうふうにはね、そんなにプッシュをやらないから自然に出てくるね、マジッ
And the trick, again, is very simple to
ク。
do.
とてもね、ネタリしてはとても簡単です。
You need a lighter, a big lighter,
ビッグね、100円ライターを使っ
and
て、
this one you saw in
こ
half,
れは半分を切ります。
and it's here in the box.
こういうふうに。
And it is attached with a thread to the box,
糸が
to the drawer,
ついてますね。
so it can not fall out completely.
ちょうど2ミリぐらいでね、この箱の、なんていうオープニングからね。
Yeah. Yes, this part is folded inside, and here is room for some matches. That's just in the box.
で糸が2個あります。
This you have in your pocket.
それを全部ポケットの中に入れて、
So when you want to do this trick, you hold it like this, you let the lighter drop out,
こういう持ち方ね、やりたい時には、
and you hold it with your first finger, this finger.
人差し指を持
And you
っ
must hold it very tightly.
て、で、しっかり持った方がいいで
If
す。
not, you get something
そう
like
しない
this.
とライターが消します。
So you must hold it tightly, but the box you must hold very lightly.
でも箱は軽く持った方がいい。
Otherwise you will crush the
そう
box.
しないと、箱が壊す。
It's not difficult, but it's just something in the mind to put only force in one finger.
難しくないけど、一つの一本の指だけしか、
Anyhow, you just do this,
これだけやって、
and it gets a lot of attention because of the spark.
これだけでもお客さんの興味を持ちます。
And then when you continue to do this until at least one person is watching,
ずーっとやって、そして誰か見るでしょう。
because you see, if you practice this and you do at home 1, 2, 3, and you change it, yes, you practice it on 1, 2, 3, and then when you do it for people, you are a little bit nervous. You also 1, 2, 3, and then nobody has seen it maybe. So you must take your time.
時間をちゃんとね、持って練習時にはワン、ツー、スリーでワン、ツー、スリーだったらよくないから、ちゃんとタイミングを合わせて。
So really have the attention, and then maybe they even challenge you. Like, hey, can't you change this? Can't you make it work? You are a
君
magician.
はマジシャンだもうどうしてそのライターつけないの？なんかマジックしなさいよ。
You let it drop into the box, and you just turn the box like
そ
this.
のままライターを落ちて箱を
And it
繰
is
り返
changed.
す。
Now the lighter cannot be in the box because the lighter is bigger.
ライターが必ず 箱の中に入れない。なぜかというと大きすぎです。
But still you can show the box empty.
しかし見せるのは空っぽです。
With your thumb you push the box open.
親指で押して、
Now it will be visible here, but you put your fingers in front.
指を先に出して、そうすると
And then your hand goes down, and so goes the lighter down, so you can see an empty box. Except for a few matches, you take out one and light it so that you can light your own cigarette.
親指を取るときにはライターが自然に下がります。そうすると空っぽがあります。そしてマッチを取って火をつけて終わります。
Also, if you see someone, you have a big lighter, and you see someone with the same color lighter.
もし他の人が、同じ色のライターを持ったら、
the best thing is to borrow their lighter.
貸して借りて、
and you don't have to make a difficult switch. You just let this hand drop while you talk, and then you come up with this one, and you.
別にマニプレーションじゃなくて、そのままスイッチ、簡単なスイッチやって。
And you change their lighter into a box of matches, which is far stronger.
彼らたちのライターを、箱にチェンジします。
It has one little problem. They don't want their lighter back.
問題はですね。
They want to have the box of matches.
問題はですね。ライト欲しくないで、マッチの箱を欲しい。
I don't know why. I think they want to say to their friends, "Look, this used to be my lighter or something."
ちょっとわからないんですけど、もしかしたら皆さんはこの箱を友達たちにみんな見せて、これは昔の私のライターでしたっていう状態に。
So you just put it in your pocket and later give their lighter back.
そのマッチを後でね、ポケットの中に入れて、そして後でそのライターをまた書いてます。
I will show a few tricks after each other and later explain the individual parts.
ちょっとマジックやります。その後に。
It's a card trick, but it's a very small, small card trick. And I would like you to take one card, but not a picture card.
1枚取ってしかしhow?
Okay. And I want you to write your name on it as large as possible.
大きく名前を書いてください。
The larger the better.
大きく。
Okay, great, thank you. Right, I can't read it.
残念だけど読めません。
Now you see all the cards, they feel very normal, but the three of clubs suddenly feels very important.
クローバーの3はとても大切な感じする。
And you can see because if you do pop, it goes to the other cards to the top.
こうやると一番上に。
It's on top now. I'll do it again slower.
もう一回。
It's very simple. It's about the middle. Not exact, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is this movement.
大切なそれです。
It cannot be. Not yet. I can explain it to you. You see, the card doesn't really go through the other cards to the top.
本当は下から上までいかないんです。
It's imagination because it is my lucky card.
それは本当のラッキーカードなんです。
And I never have it in the deck.
私はそのカードはそのデックの中で
Always have it here
必ずこの箱の中に
in this little box.
この箱の中に必ず入っています。
But what I don't understand is how you manage to put on this card in the box your name. By the way, if it's a lucky card, there is 6 months guarantee on the luck, so you can at least half a year, okay? Good.
説明がですごめんなさい、笑ってください。
Wow. Yeah, this is a problem I always have.
ちょっと問題、いつも起こる問題。
The cards, they came out of the box, so they must fit back in again. They came out, they must go back. Takes a little bit more strength, but
力入れると
it is so much better.
もっといいね。
Good. This trick with the box, by the way, is a trick of flat caps.
フェイクカップのね、
I saw it in a lecture of it, and it's a very practical trick. the
とても
card
便利な
to exchange for this other card. It's inside the box. It's a second card, but it cannot fall out. It can move a little bit with the thread.
糸がついてあるから
And when you have a card, another card, the chosen card,
選んだのカードを
you have it palmed here and folded. When you show the card here, you open your hand, and the box sort of takes the card, and you drop it out.
それだけなんですよ
And this way, you shake it out, then you can show the card, and it's their card. It takes a little bit of practice, but it's not really difficult, and it has the advantage. It's always set. You
い
never
つ
have
も
to
セッテ
reset
ィン
it.
グはもうね準備をしてあるからリセットいらない
Now the problem was for me to fold the card.
畳むのが一番難しかった
One of the ways is to palm the card
一つの方はフォルムして
and to fold it like this.
こういうふうにやれる
But if you do that, you get all these movements
で
of
も
the hand.
手は大きすぎ
And the hand looks very
で
unnatural.
自然ではないんです
So you have to do it underneath the table or behind someone's
だ
shoulder.
から体の後ろとか
Or behind
テーブル
your
の
back
後
like
ろ
this.
とか
And I wanted to have a method that I could have everything visible
しかしもう一つのメソッドで彼は考えて目の前にやれば一番いい
and not move the hands too much and still fold the card.
こういうふうに
And you can see it's much smaller even than the other method.
他の方法でもより小さい
It's folded 3 times for double. Yes.
3回4回
And it's really a commercial idea to produce a folded card somewhere, and it is worth learning.
これは覚えることができるのです。とてもいいものです。
Folded, you hold the deck like this,
こういう持ち方です。
not like this, but very high.
高
So
く
your
持
thumb
ち
is here,
お指は深く
and then this card you fold. But this way you make the first fold, but it must be a straight fold because this part is touching the deck and this part too. It cannot go at a crooked angle.
まっすぐじゃないとダメですよ。
Now you are here and you don't stop.
ここは止まらないで
You just continue.
青
around
や
the
指の
thumb.
曲がって
So you already have 2 folds by now.
そうするとタム2枚
Now to put in the third fold,
で3回目は
you lift the card up,
カードを少し持って
press it with the finger. And the last fold is very difficult. You need a lot of force, and
一
that's
番最後
why
の力が
this is good because you have 2 hands. You hold it like this, and you press it around your
押すだ
finger.
け
And then you take the finger out and you have the third fold.
そして終わり
It may look complicated, but once you have the feel for it,
難
it's
し
very
く見
easy.
えるんですけど一応とっても早いんですよ
So I do it again like this, first, second, third. And if you want to do it very fast, you can do it very fast,
早く見ると
like
これ
so
です
hold it very quickly. It will take a little bit of practice, but you can do it while watching television, so it's no problem.
これは稽古が必要なんですけどテレビの前にやれば一番いいですね
Okay, I'll do it once more very slowly so that you can see what happens. First, second, and the third fold. Okay, good. Now to get the cards into the little box like this,
カードを小さい箱に入れるケースに小さいケースに入れる
I cannot put the full deck in the box, of course, so I have to exchange it for another deck.
エクスチェンジが必要なんですよ
And I want to do this in the pocket.
箱のポケットの中でエクスチェンジをします
Now let's suppose I want to change this for this deck of cards. In
例え
the
ばこう
pocket.
いうふうに
It's not so easy actually, because if you go to your pocket like this, and change it, you may get
こうい
this.
うなっちゃうんですよね
Not
も
so
しエ
easy.
クスチェンジしたい
And it is very strange to go to your pocket with a deck of cards.
とても不便ですよねこういうふうにやるあと
So this hand must be doing something else, because normally you take the deck and
普通
take
は
something out
こう
of
い
the
うふうに
pocket.
やるんですね普通は
not only that, you must also take something out and put something in, like a pencil or something. So it's very difficult. And then I thought, why not make the switch like this? It's very easy. And the deck never leaves the side. There's always a deck of cards there. So it's very quick. And you don't get these situations where you have too much in your pocket. Now, of course, you have to have reasons for the hands to go to the pockets. That's why I have this little box here. And this small card box is there. And this is the deck I switch in. Now, when the card comes out of the little box, I give you the card. Then I pick up the deck. And this hand goes to the pocket to put this away. And this hand goes to the pocket to take out the little box. So that's how you exchange the deck of cards, and it's very natural because of the misdirection. Now, to get the card into the deck into the small box, I made a special deck. Very small, it's about 1/3. And it fits exactly in the box. But if you hold it on top of the box like this, it looks as if the box is already full. So it has some psychological illusion here. Now this of course doesn't look like a full deck. So here is double-sided tape. Another card I place on top of it like this. So it just sticks to it. Now it looks like a regular deck of cards. But now you have to get rid of the card. And that is not so easy. And then I thought, well, I cut here with a knife through half the thickness again. And on this side here, it looks like a normal deck. But when I grip it here, I can fold the card very easily into 3. And then it is smaller. But then you have another problem if it goes to the back. Yes. So that's why the top card here, there's a little swivel in it. It goes like this. So that's there. You fold the card. You can make this, put this in, and then you can show it this way. And it can also not fold. And to put it in completely, you just turn it and close the box. Now it's maybe a lot of work to make, but you can also buy them from Tono Osaka. Okay. Good. Now let me show you one more thing from the manipulation act. And this has also to do with when you have an idea in your mind, you must try to make it exactly the way it is in your fantasy. Many tricks, I sometimes have the feeling that if you do them the way they were meant to be, they were much better. Because many times compromises are made in the making of a trick. And the same thing is with, as an example, the diminishing cards, with the cards that fall. What is usually happening is that you close the fan and then squeeze it and open it again.
まあ、ディミニッシングカードみんなご存知なんですけど、一回開けて、しまって、開けて、そういうふうに繰り返す。大きいから小さくなります。
And that looks, in a way, exactly what you're doing, like exchanging the cards.
で、なんか怪しいと思います、お客さんがそう思うんです。
And I thought it would be better if you could just have a fan of cards
もっといい方法はこれだけやれば、
make magic movements like
そ
this,
して小さく小さく、
and then they would really get small.
そして本当に小さくなる。まあ、G まで、ね、番号まで小さくなります。
See? So this was what I had in mind, and I worked a long time to really get the effect. And it's an old trick in a way, but like I said, if you do it the way they are supposed to be, I think many tricks can be improved.
これはとても古いね、マジックだけど、とてもいいアイデアです。
So this actually is 25 or about 25 strips of cardboard.
だいたい25枚のカードボード。
About this wide.
このぐらいの大きさ。
And they're fastened to each other with a thread.
そして糸でつけてある。
So you can fan them out. They will not open too
センスみ
much.
たいな形で。
Now every strip gets a little bit shorter.
1枚ずつが小さく小さくがサイズ小さい大きくから小さく
And the pips on the cards, their size is in relation to the length of the card. So here you get very small pips.
番号もね大きいから小さいまでのもある
So this is, you have it this way, you fan out the cards. You hold them like this.
これだけ持つ
And when you push in a few strips, all the cards in a way get shorter.
少しずつを押すと
So it really goes like this. And this you can continue, but of course you move your hand
少し手を振ります
so that they don't see the strips go in.
そうすると何をやってるか
And you do it very slowly. It's important here, I think.
で少しずつやる
And you continue this way until they vanish.
で最後
And the pips, everything gets smaller. And you can have it attached to a ball or just palm it away. Or
もしリール使いたいんだったらそれでもいいし、はい、最後に消します。
Good.
カブさん、ブランクバッグじゃなきゃいけないの
Does it have to be a blank bag?
No.
いや別に。
かなりブランクバッグ
I never show the other side.
しかし後ろは全然見せない。
So it doesn't matter. But it can be any color. Yes.
別に構いません
So maybe like flesh color that you can palm it easily.
例えば自分のこの色ね、その色が。
Good. Now, to conclude, I would like to show you a trick, but the explanation I think maybe would be too complicated. I would like to show you a couple more routine. Move this a little bit this way. I hope you can see it also in the back.
これはやるんですけど、説明はもしかしたらしません。ちょっと難しすぎ。
ちょっとすいません、ちょっと周りの人も頭が全然
すいません、宮部さん、前の方で間を開けていただけますかと取りたいので
カメラ
左右に開いてもらいました。
京子さん、
あ杉山さんとこ行ってけど、杉山さんの前の青い
京子さん、
もうちょっとこっち行ってもらっちゃったらむしろ。オッケーオッケー。
Okay, this is you don't translate everything in this case because the rhythm is much more important than what I'm saying.
私はほとんど喋れないんです。私が、見るだけでもすぐわかります。タイミングが大切だから。
but if you have time to later, please. Okay. Good. It's a very old trick. It's the cups and balls. And it involves two little balls, and they are both exactly the same.
全く同じものです。
Especially this one.
特にこっちの。
And two metal cups, very strong. Although this cup it can go to this one and this cup it can go to that one, but that's not important. The important thing is these cups are meant for covering the little balls like this. And in this way it is impossible for me to touch the balls.
これこういう風にやると触れない。
Yes, because of the metal cups you cannot take. Yes, it's impossible. Unless you take them through the tops of the cups. I'll show you how they can penetrate through the top of this cup.
Penetration.
Here it goes. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. We'll do it just again. Here it is. Sometimes, people ask me, is it possible to pass a ball? If you do, you have the tooth absent. And here, of course, there is. I'm sorry. Oh well, we will just continue. The two balls. Please point to one of them. That one or that one, whichever. That one? Okay, hold it on your hand like this. Yes, okay. And we'll cover it with this cup so that I cannot touch it. Yes. Tell me when you feel it go. Did you feel it go?
感じましたか？
Yes? No? Oh. But I'll tell you how they can penetrate the cup. Look.
これ
見て楽しんでください。